Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Faulkner. I'm an intern for Village Core. For other events like this, be sure to check out villagecore.org or check out our YouTube channel where we upload these meetings in case you missed them. Today, we'll be discovering the world of Fitbit and how their products work and how you can get one for your very own. So Fitbit is a part of the Google ecosystem, if you will. So that could be like the Google HomePod, that could be Google Glass, that could be Google phones, the Google Pixel Watch, those sorts of things. Google is attached to these companies. So essentially, if you have a Google device or if you just want to keep up to date with anything that is Google related, Fitbit might be the right choice for you, depending on your price budget. So today we'll look at a couple of watches and we'll see how they vary in price and also vary in different features. Here we have two different watches. So we have the Google Pixel Watch, the Google Pixel Watch 2, and then we have the Charge Watch 6, which both of them count as Fitbit watches, and both of them can monitor things like your heart rate, things like any exercises that you're doing, step counter, and it can also play music and also do other things like that. So if you're looking to get into the world of Fitbit, simply either come to their website or you can find Fitbit in places like your local Target, Best Buy, and other stores like that if you're looking to see the watch in person rather than just buying something online, because I know a lot of people like to just purchase things in person so they can actually get a feel for that item before they actually purchase it. So here we have a few watches. We have the Fitbit Charge 6, we have the Google Pixel Watch 2, we have the Fitbit Versa 4, the Fitbit Sense 2, and a bunch of others. Essentially, what all these numbers mean, and as well as all these different names, is the different capabilities that each watch has. So basically, what happens with the Fitbits and what happens with all watches is the more expensive and the more well-known watch that you buy from their collection, the more features it will have. So these watches don't necessarily have a bunch of the features that the Google Pixel Watch 4 or the Google Pixel Watch 2 will have, seeing as this has cellular data, Bluetooth, and as well as Wi-Fi. So that is a very interesting watch because it doesn't compare to these others. So I'll get to that in a minute. Also, if you don't know exactly what you want your watch to be and you don't exactly know what watch to get, you can take a quick quiz with Fitbit and they'll line you up with a watch that makes sense for you. So let's say you're somebody who's into distance running. That means you love to run those long distances, you love to go on those marathons and all that stuff. If you're somebody who loves to do that, then once you start the quiz, you can specify that you're a marathon runner and that you want a watch that can easily track your workouts and plan routes for you when you're taking a quick run. So that might be something you're interested in as well. Maybe you want to see your heart rate beating when you're taking these runs or just when you're doing everyday tasks. This can also be a watch. This can also be a specification that you make within the quiz. There's also the Fitbit app. So once your watch is connected to your device, to your new Fitbit watch, you'll come to the Fitbit app and finish setting it up. Essentially, what the Fitbit app does is it keeps track and keeps progress of everything that is on the watch. So not only do you have a watch interface to look at, you also have an app interface to look at on your phone. So this can once again, this can count your steps. This can count your stress score, your sleep level, and then your kind of zone, which essentially means like you're on top of things, you're moving through things, you're doing things quickly, efficiently, and getting all those good things done. So essentially, what these scores means is Fitbit has a sensor on the bottom of the watch that will read things like how fast your heart rate's going. It'll also read different things like if you're getting exercise at that very moment and other things like that. So programmed in the watch are different things that can tell when you're either stressed out or when you get a good night's sleep. And a score will come back to you saying, okay, 75% of the time you're stressed, or 75% of the time you aren't stressed. Or let's say you had an amazing sleep. Fitbit will track that sleep score for you dependent on how you slept, and how long of deep sleep you were in. So the sleep score here means that this person had a score of 82, which is very good sleep, compared to what most people get. That means they got their full 8 hours, and they went to bed on time. They didn't wake up that much during the night, and they had a very long deep sleep range. We can also see the stress score here, so you can improve your stress score. You can also see how high it's gotten, how low it's gotten, and then you can try to figure out what's a good medium for yourself in order to make sure that you're still on top of things, but not being stressed out so much throughout your week. There's also Fitbit Premium, which means you can line up your fitness routine. Essentially, with Fitbit Premium, you have access to more options. So you have things like readiness score, which means you're up and ready to go. This also means that you can track different workouts. You can find different workouts. You can get better sleep than ever with the sleep scores. You can also meet different Fitbit trainers who will lead you through workouts. You also have a wide catalog of workouts to choose from. There's also things like workout previews. There's heart rate and active zone minute tracking. There's real-time metrics, and other things like that. And once you switch to premium, you get everything included, and it's only $9.99 a month. So if you want to get that monthly membership, you can totally add it on. You can cancel it anytime you feel like, and you'll still have a ton of options when going into your Fitbit, even if you don't decide to opt in for the membership. So you get things like score details, you'll get things like meal and water log tracking. You'll get things like recipes and meal hacks, and also safety signals, which are only available on the Google Pixel Watches at this current time. So there's also the fitness care programs as well. Um, there's different like health programs that you can be a part of, which essentially means these are things like living healthy, basically having less incidents. Like let's say you recently had a heart attack, and your doctor said that you need to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. A Fitbit is a great way to kind of monitor that, so you can see your heart rate, you can tell when you're getting stressed, you can see healthy meals that you can plan out for yourself, things that are heart healthy, and other things of that nature that allow you to kind of improve your heart health while at the same time keeping you out of that danger zone from maybe having a heart attack again. Or let's say you're extremely stressed out. You do a million things at once and it's now catching up to you, and you're noticing a shift in yourself. The Fitbit will alert you to say, hey, here's what we need to do. Let's take a minute to breathe real quick because it seems like you're stressed, and we need to make sure that you are not stressed because that can lead to some negative, unintended consequences. So this might be a great watch for you, especially when you pair it with a Fitbit Premium membership. So you can discover many different research studies powered by fitness devices. You can join healthcare organizations around the globe, and then you can also study how Fitbit is making an impact on the world and well-being of the people who buy their watches. So now let's move into fun stuff. Let's move into actually buying the product. So if you want to buy the products, you can either come down here, you can see their little bulletins, their little homepage with the watches. You can also select them here, or you can come to the products tab where you can see smartwatches, trackers, premium, accessories, smart scale, what's new, and designer collections. So right now we just want to look at smartwatches. I want a smartwatch for myself today. Now let's see. I don't know exactly which smartwatch is the right one for me, and I don't really want to go through and look at all the different deals, and things like that have to go into a watch. So if we go back here, since I don't really know what watch I want to do, I'm going to start the quiz, and I'm going to take the quiz and see which product is right for me. So I'm looking for a smartwatch. I say, um, I exercise often and I push my performance, since I play tennis every single day without fail. We can see that let's say I want a stress scanner. Let's say I want the heart rate. I want things like blood oxygen levels, all those good metrics. Um, let's say I want a built-in GPS. Let's just select those three for now. And we can see my results that what best watch will fit me. So here they're recommending me three different watches: the Fitbit Sense 2, the Google Pixel Watch 2, and then the Google Pixel Watch 2 with 4G and all that good stuff. Since I'm not really looking to pay 400 to 350 bucks, let's say I want to stick to the $250 watch. I can go here and now I can see the product. I can see how it look like when I wear it, and I can also see a video of it in action. So if we access this here, we can see a quick little video of how the Fitbit works, what it does, and other things like that. So as we can see, it deals with heart, stress, sleep, fitness, the whole package. So I can also choose my color wave. So let's say I don't necessarily want such a dark color wave. I can select lighter color waves, but let's say I actually do like that dark color wave. I want to add a 2-year protection plan onto this in order to make sure that nothing happens to it. And then I can simply add it to cart. Now that I know what it does, if you do want it more of an in-depth description, you can see, where is it? That's not it. You can kind of read about it. You can see, weird, they're not really showing me it. But you can definitely look it up. You can definitely study, not study, you can definitely research things about your watches and get an in-depth look. And then also you can see on the back the heart rate monitors and all that good stuff. And then you can see the band that'll be going around your wrist and other things like that. But let's say I am looking for something that is a little bit more expensive and has a lot more features. Let's say I want to go for the $400 watch. Let's get it in a different color tone. And let's say I want everything included with it. So this watch essentially will allow me to kind of use Google in the ways that it's supposed to be meant in a small watch. So this means I could say, okay, Google, find me the best restaurants around here, and then it'll give me some recommended options as well as keeping track of my health and my workouts that I do. So I can add this thing to my cart, and then once again, we now have two nice watches paired into my cart right now. And of course, if you don't want it, you can simply just remove it and remove it. Yes. And then you no longer have the watch in your cart and you're only dealing with the watch that you actually want. If you're looking for different types of trackers, there are things like trackers for runs and things like that. Here are the different types of trackers. They're smaller because they are simply just tracking running and walking and other things like that. And they're also a lot cheaper compared to the watches because the watches have a lot more features than these trackers do. There's also the accessory section. So let's say you want to get a different style of band, um, or if you want to look at different colors, other things like that. There's also chargers as well that you can purchase. There's also now the smart scale, which essentially is a scale that you just place on your floor like your regular scale, and it'll monitor your weight and other things like that. And then as well, this scale does connect to your phone to give you an accurate reading and to show you the progress that has been going on over time of your weight loss journey. You can also look at the what's new section where we can see the Fitbit and Google innovation that has come together in order to make sure that the apps are running smoothly. We can also see the accessories once more. Or if we're looking for something really expensive, we can look at the designer collection. So Fitbit has a designer collection where they've paired with Georgina in order to bring kind of a very stylish tracker for you. So they come in gray and gold. This one solely comes in gold right now. It also comes with a a pink band that you can utilize. And basically, this will do just the same as any other watch, just the same as any other tracker would. It's just to it's just really just for show, and to look shiny as well, but it still functions just like a regular Fitbit would. So you can dress up your Fitbit like she did, or you can just have it simply as something that you use while you work out. There's also the different technologies. So there's the Fitbit app, which allows you to track everything. There's the Google app, which allows you to basically connect the world between Fitbit and then your Google devices as well and bring them all together. There's your daily readiness score, and then a ton of other things that you can discover as well. And then there's also something cool called the Fitbit Pay option. So if you're somebody who doesn't really like to carry a wallet around, doesn't really like to carry a credit card around, Fitbit does allow you to pair your credit card to the watch, and you can hold it near the card reader, and then your Fitbit will tell the card reader that you want to make that purchase, and it'll make that purchase right away for you whenever you want. This also works with different things like gift cards. So if you're somebody who's an avid Chick-fil-A lover, you can also pair your Chick-fil-A card to your watch, and you can bring it into the store with you right then and there. Other than that, that's really all I have to offer about Fitbit. Fitbit is just a great way to kind of keep track of all the exercises that you do, the sleep that you're getting, and then also keeping being not as stressed as usual, as well as kind of making sure that your heart rate is at the right place and that you are maintaining the best fitness that you can. So once again, thank you very much for watching. My name is Brandon Faulkner, and I'm an intern for Village Corps. For other events like this, be sure to check out villagecorps.org or check out our YouTube channel in case you miss any other meetings. Thank you so much for watching.